Smith able to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Ryan. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Ryan. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
He'll get it up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? They come up in an offset eye. 3rd and goal, Mariota. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Hey, let's go.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On third down, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And Hill running right through it. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, Mariota. Screen play, Anderson. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here's Mariota, and caught left side, Olsen. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Mariota buying time to his left. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first. A first down carry for Henry. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, slow down, slow down.
Mariota gives to Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. They go option right on. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Marcus Mariota with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Deshaun Hall. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Mariota, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Grady Jarrett coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. The Panthers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Mariota. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him 2 plays in a row, and it'll be 4th down. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taken right around the 44. Whoa, shifty. Whoa. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So out come the Falcons now. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Let's go. Everyone go. 5:25. Hey, Tuesday. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
21. Left.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. A nice little juke. Drops it off for Coleman. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On first down, Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Again, Ryan. Now he's forced out left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
21.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Caught left side by Funchess. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They go play action here on first down. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. To throw is Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First down, Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. A dump off to Anderson. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now it's Ryan. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Ryan. Smith catches left side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's third down. Blount. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Ryan on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run it here with Blount. And that quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Forced out to his left. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Delaney Walker, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
Hey, let's go.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Now it's Barner. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Mariota now to throw on first down. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Mariota to the right side, and he's got more complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Here's Mariota. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Mariota now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota steps away to his left. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. Past the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now it's Barner. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Brooks Reed able to drop him for a loss of 4.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And an alley to run. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Right. Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Here's Blunt. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Again, here's Blunt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mariota, they set up the screen for Henry. Fights him off, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Mariota to throw it. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run, it's Henry. That's some strong running. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Carolina. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. Gano for the extra point. extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 2. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school where I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Ryan to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So the first connection there, Ryan to Jones, and certainly a big reason they're losing on the scoreboard.
As they go as a connection, it's Pierce, so goes the team. And they need to be on the same page, in sync. And they really wish it could have been earlier in the game. Now they've got some ground to make up.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Now a carry for Blunt. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run again with Blunt. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And they'll run it here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go. Left.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle made by Deshaun Hall. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I can understand it. But it's almost like you heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
They begin with Henry, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. 2nd down, Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
21.
They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Let's go.
He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Hey, let's go.
Back to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
All right, they've picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got 1 timeout left, want to save it.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
One last shot now for Mariota. And Olsen over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Atlanta, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.